This conference will now be recorded.
Hi all, welcome to the next session on IDOC's message. In the IDOCs, we have seen the standard programs and also the change pointers, and also we have seen the IDOC extensions. Okay, so in the IDOC extensions phase, very important thing is, so always we are going to do any enhancements to the existing database tables, existing IDOC types, and also you need to use an outbound side, you need to do an enhancement. Inbound side also you need to do an enhancement. So enhancement concept also very important when you are doing an extension of an IDOC. Now the message control, which is very important. So to trigger IDOCs for transactional data, we use the message control base. So if you want to trigger the IDOCs for the transactional data, okay, so we are going to use the message controlling concept. So guys, already the smart form concept is completed, right, for you. Okay, in the smart form concept, I have explained about maze transaction. Did you remember or not? I don't know, but the same concept also over here is. So I told that I sharing it. I think you need to relog in. And so enhancements before smart forms. Smart forms I told in the basics or what? See in the smart forms, see guys, smart forms. So message type. So automatic triggering of smart forms by using T code. Here also we are going to trigger the IDOCs automatically by using the same concept called message type guys. Okay. So maybe we'll talk about something on the same concept again. So very important guys. This concept is very important. Okay. So go to the, so what exactly the message control? Message control uses the output type configuration in maze. And so what exactly the output type configurations? Output types are triggered, very important guys, this is okay. Output types are triggered based on the condition records which we maintain for the output types. So we are going to maintain the output types application, and so the output type contains the condition records. So whenever the condition meets, the output types are triggered. Suppose if you assign the output type smart form, the smart form will be executed automatically. If you assign the IDOC will be triggered automatically. If you assign the workflow will be triggered automatically, guys. Automation technique this is. And three things we can do automation. One is smart form, the second one is IDOC, the third one is the workflow. The same concept we are going to use it. But here also IDOC also the message control concept uses the output types. Okay, the output types which we are going to use it. And in outbound, till now we have used the programs, right? In outbound, we have created a program. We have used master underscore IDOC underscore distribute to create an IDOC. But here in inbound partner profile, output message control in inbound partner profile, we use output type which is configured in maze and assign the outbound process code ways. We are going to assign the outbound process code, okay, to trigger IDOC. To trigger an IDOC, we are going to use an outbound process code base. So that's the message controlling concept, guys. Okay. So what exactly the NACE, and so what we can do that with the NACE? This is important. Why? Because first you should know what to do in the NACE. Normally this will be done by the functional, but don't think that. So in every company, the functionals will do it. So you must understand this concept, please. So most of the times this will be done by functional people, but we learn here the functional activities as well. Okay. So in NACE, first you need to go to the application. First you have to identify which application you are going to do in a IDOC. Let's take an example of if you want to do in a sales order, right? Sales order comes under sales process application. The application ID is given. Let's take an example of you would like to process invoices. Okay, so invoices comes under the billing application and the application type is V3. So like this, we will be having the applications. And suppose if it is in a purchase order, okay, it comes under the purchase order comes under the EF, I think. Purchase order comes under the EF. So like this, you will be having different application IDs. So maybe I will go to the transaction names. We'll see their names. So no need to by heart anything. We'll go to the NACE transaction. NACE. Okay. NACE, which is a nice transaction. So here you can see the EF comes under the important things we are going to see. Purchase orders, we will be using the IDOC. So purchase order is EF. And also, I will see the these two things are important, guys. Inventory management and invoice verification in the MM. Okay. Invoice verification. Okay. It's in a MR. It's in a purchasing invoice, yes. MM invoice, purchasing invoice, not the sales invoice. Sales of invoice comes under the billing. Okay, we are billing to the customer. That's in a sales invoice, right? So this invoice is different. This invoice, this is a purchase invoice. This is in a sales invoice. Some of the applications which we are going to list out. See, guys, V1 is the sales orders, and V2 is the shipping. Shipping, that means it's in a delivery, right? Delivery and shipping comes into the V2 and V3. And sales, billing, and another thing is V7 also important is V7 is the transportations. Transport management. Okay, delivery, transport management is the V7. Okay, this is the some of the sales applications, and normally you see this kind of transactional database. So this is the lot of transactional data which we have seen. So let's take today we are going to look at out the invoices. So I'm going to do an invoice export invoices. Okay, we are going to export the invoices. So there is an invoice which is created for my international shipments. Export invoice today we are going to do. So this will be useful for your resumes as well. So that's what my plan. So I'm going to create an IDOC for the I'm going to create an IDOCs for the export invoices. So first, if you want to generate an IDOC, you must know how to generate an invoice first. So then only you are going to generate the IDOC. So I'm going to create an invoice based on the delivery. So we created the even BAP also we have used. Whenever we used BAP, that time I have done something VF11 and VF01. We cancelled the invoice and we created the new invoice based on the delivery stage. So that time maybe first I will go to the some of the existing invoices first and which are created in this year. So SE16N, okay, and where the invoices will be stored, VB okay, maybe we created the invoice type is F2. Only I take the F2 invoices, please, and also the date I have treated in this year only, so I don't consider other years. So creation date is, so creation date I need to take it. I think it will be there in the last. See guys, where is the creation date?
Billing date.
See, created on. Not billing date. Billing date is different. Invoice is created today. Maybe I can bill that invoice after 2 months as well. Yes. Billing date is different. Billing date means when you have to pay. When the customer has to pay the invoice. That is a billing date. Creation date is when the invoice is created is a creation date. That's the difference. So this year I am going to take. So maybe in the last month we did from 6th month I am going to put last sixth month to the today's date. So how many invoices which are created? No invoice. Is it? Yeah, this is system date guys. So we do not have here. So some of the invoice which I only created this. Maybe I will take this invoice. Okay. Then do you know the sales to flow guys? How can you get the sales flow? Sales to document flow. Huh? Huh? How can you get the sales document flow? Huh? Not the okay. Perfect. You need to go to the whatever the sales document that. So this is a billing document. You need to go to the billing document display. VF03. So this is an invoice or billing document. Both are same. So here you can see there is an option called display document flow. Okay, this is very important in the real time. Okay, display document flow. See, it is going to display. So invoice means definitely there is a delivery. There is a sales order for that delivery. So it will display the sales order and delivery and as well as invoice. But whenever the invoice is created, a finance accounting document will be created. So a FI document also it is going to display. See guys, this is an order. So this is a sales order, this is a delivery, this is an invoice. Okay. Suppose if you want to create one more invoice, actually from the scratch, I need to do order, we need to do delivery, we need to do an invoice. So to avoid that, I will take the delivery and I will take the invoice, which I am going to cancel it first. Okay. To cancel the invoice, we have level. So enter the invoice number. So this is the invoice number 9774. Okay, and enter. Why I am doing invoice cancellation, guys? So normally, if you want to create new thing, I need to create order, I need to create delivery, I need to create an invoice. So maybe our system will. I need to do a lot of functional configurations. To avoid that, I am cancelling the invoice. Now invoice has been cancelled. Cancelled means the invoice will not be deleted, guys. So it will put a status as in a cancelled status. Okay, the invoice. Don't think that cancel means the invoice will be deleted from the system. It doesn't delete. The status will be updated with the cancelled flag, where you can see the status of the invoice if that is the case. All the sales status where it is going to store. We'll see that also, guys. So we'll see some kind of real-time things today. So now I am cancelling the status, invoice status to the cancel. Guys, this class is important. So in your resume, it is going to be there. So you must explain this kind of things. See, the document has been saved, means that is, so since the transaction is meant for the cancel the billing document, the invoice is cancelled. So all the sales status, all sales document status will be stored in table VBUK, guys. VBUK is the database table. So I am going to take the invoice number and I go to the table, VBUK table, SE16N VBUK, and to the sales document. What is the sales document? So this is the sales document. Sales document, here is the invoices. Okay, it's execute. See guys, there are some status which you can see. C means it's a cancel, I think. Completely processed. So maybe I will put, see here we are getting a technical fields. So go to the details, you are going to get both the things, description as well as the C. Processing status is C, overall status is C, and billing status, I think you can see. C, it's in a processing status. So billing status, I think it should be in a cancel release. Huh? Billing status should be a cancel. Is in a processing status, completely processed. And what is this? Completely processed. Document category is an M. What is the M? M is it's an invoice. We have it's a billing document. But the status should be, the billing status should be in a, this thing is, there is the billing status. Yeah, it's space. The billing status also cancelled. The cancelled thing comes, but normally the status will be stored in the with that place. So let's take an example of, now I am going to create an invoice VF01. So since I have cancelled, I am going to take the delivery and take the delivery from, where is the delivery? So this is my delivery display document. Okay, I will put manually 800 800 1799 800 1799. How to create an invoice? What is the BAPI to create an invoice from delivery? Hmm? 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 BAPI. Okay, no one is reading. Huh? BAPI. BAPI is there. Office window. Interfaces. I have given a interfaces. Filter body. BTE. Okay, what is the BTE? Customer master. BAPI. RV invoice create. This is what we did, the mapping program, right? So that's okay. Now we are doing through screens manually. So module pull. This is a module pull program, guys. If you see, today we did a lot of things, right? See, this is my some input fields. This is my table control. See, total program is designed with the module pull. Go to the system and status. See, this is the screen number. And go to the layout. The code you can see. See, guys, this is the module pull program. This is the table control which we have used. Okay, SAP has used the same concept. See, this is total module pull program, input screens and output screens. Okay, and maybe I go to the layout. One more important thing is, so let's take an example of payer. See, this is this a database table? No, guys, it's a structure actually. Suppose whenever I enter the data, in which table it is stored. So if you want to determine that kind of things, okay, there are a lot of techniques which we have, performance techniques and tracing techniques. That also I need to take one class. Okay, that is also a very important piece. So why I came here. Okay. Leave about this, and after you this, save the transaction. It is going to create an invoice. See, I am creating an invoice from the delivery. The new invoice has been created 776. Refresh this table, you see the invoice number 776. That's an VBRK table, and also the item details will be stored in the VBRP. So you can see that item details in the VBRP. Now, so let's take an example. This is my export invoice case. So this is my export invoice. So for the sales organization 1000, distribution channel 30. Okay, so whenever this invoice is raised, automatically I need to send the IDOC to the different system. So how can you do this? So first, if you want to do this, what you need to do is the billing type is F2. So based on some conditions only, I need to do an export invoices space. Maybe in the companies we design the custom invoice types, but here I am not doing that. I'm going to use the same invoice type F2. Whenever it is an F2, and whenever it is in a sales organization this, and distribution channel this, that means these are condition records. So when this condition met, so then that IDOC I will consider as an exporting invoice. Then that IDOC only I'm going to send it. For all other sales organization, I don't do this case. So suppose the sales organization 1000 that I don't consider for the IDOC trigger. So that's in a condition record. We are going to create an output type, new output type for this, and also we are going to assign the conditions based on these conditions. So then we'll generate an IDOC. We'll create an invoice. Whenever this invoice is created, the IDOC should trigger this. So this is my transactional data. This is my invoice database. So first find out what is the message type and what is the IDOC type. Then I'm going to find out the steps. You already know, right? One is the steps are same ways. We need to know message type for invoice. So first we take all the information. So what is the message type? And I think did I listed the message type for the invoice? INVOIC, I think I remember. INVOIC. See, INVOIC. So you need to remember these things, guys. So whenever you say export invoice and all, I did an IDOC for the export invoice. First, you should know what is the message type. So my message type is INVOIS, and also the IDOC type is INVOIC02. So where did you get it? So then you should know what is the transaction codes to get those and I'm going to take the message type for the invoice INVOIC, and second one is IDOC. This is a standard thing I am using. IDOC type is INVOIC02, right? And also guys, I need to know what is the outbound process code, because message control uses the process code, and also I need to know the inbound process code. Both details should know this. In the message control, we use the outbound process code. So I go to the outbound process code now. So go to the transaction. What is the transaction? WAT1. See, this is for the delivery case. DELV is the outbound process code for delivery. And expense invoice, export invoice, foreign trade export to declare. See guys, here you can see FT01, FT02. Guys, okay, FT01 for the export invoice and FT02 for the import invoice case. So that's what I have given in your resume. So you did an export invoice IDOC, import invoice IDOC. So FT01 is the process code and which contains the outbound. It triggers an outbound IDOC case. So FT01 for the export invoice and FT02 for the import invoice. So this is the outbound process code. FT01 for the export invoice, FT02 for the import invoice. Even I'm going to look at the inbound IDOC, inbound process codes for this, and maybe I go to the SAP ECC and go to the 810 and ID admin and IDES and go to the WE42, and which is an inbound process code, and go to the same export invoice which is there. Okay, there are a lot of process codes. So we'll go to the F first. We'll go to the F first. If an inbound invoice, yeah, it should here it is an export. Here it comes as an import. So that means invoice receipt. Which one I need to take is, so maybe F501 one thing, and single comes. Okay, these are FICA. See guys, FICA things, FICA related things, transfer open items, scope update. That is one. INVF, which is an import invoice maybe. So we can take this invoice. This is a MM related invoice. So we'll take INVF base. This is one thing. INVF. So this is the inbound process code. INVF for the invoice related stuff. Take this. So now we are going to see. We found the IDOC types and everything, and process codes also available. So let us create a NACE. Go to the NACE and go to the billing. Billing means it's an application. First, you need to know the application. What is the application? Billing. And go to the output types. Click on output types. So I told right, application uses an output type. So here it is going to display an output type. See guys, there are a lot of existing output types which we have. See RD00, which is an invoice. So is the invoice. So refer the existing invoice. Maybe I can do this and go to the processing routines. And here you can see guys, there is a program called So you can see 6 is an EDA. 1 is for the smart form space. So you can see we have assigned the custom smart form. You can see over here we are assigned the custom smart form. And here you can see guys, 6 is an RS nested is a program. So we use a program RS nested. We use a subroutine EDI processing to trigger the IDOCs. So in the output types, we have to use RS nested is the program. And go to here. So next one is, so go to required application. What are the application? Maybe in our case, V3 is our billing application. And next, go to output types and define custom output type. So we need to define a custom output type. But I am going to take the existing one program and also the EDI processing. So first I am going to do, just I have referred the existing one, guys. So now I am going to define a new. If you want to define a new, click on change. So maybe I go here and new entries, and my output type is G export invoice. So this is my export invoice output type, and export invoice output. Okay, you need to give an access sequence, please. So maybe I will see the access sequence of the, sorry. So I do not want to disturb anything. The standard access sequence which I am going to take now. Base. And the BF RD00 we have an access sequence. The same sequence which I am going to take it. V3 and go to the output types. Ready for the standard one. What is the standard output type? RD00 and double click on the RD00. You can see the access sequence 001, and this access sequence, this will be triggered based on the billing type case. Normal I told, right? So we are, for export invoice there is a different billing type. Instead of F2, we will be having different billing type GF2, custom billing type. We are going to create a new output type. So maybe I use a 001 standard one. I am going to take it. I don't want to create a new access sequence. So take the access sequence and put the access sequence over here and access to conditions. And also you must define the programs. Here it's not required. So send next default values. So send immediately, and transmission medium. So how you can transfer? Is this in a print output? Smart form, it is in a print output, and fax, telefax, and external send, and EDI. So EDI means it's an IDOC. And also we have workflows. We can trigger the workflow as well. So based on this, it is going to trigger out. So I'm going to select the EDI partner function. And what is the partner for this? So always the invoice means the payer is a bill to party is in a partner base. So always we need to select in a bill to party. Who is the partner for the invoice? The customer who is going to pay, he is my partner. So that partner we call it in a bill to party. So you know, right, for every sales document there are different kind of partner types. Sold to party, who buys, who order the product is in a sold to party. Then let's take an example. Here we have 3 friends. Okay, so you have Amazon app and you are master in creating any orders. Okay, you are master in searching for the products. So you have used your user ID and you search for the product and you ordered it. That means you are going to be in a sold to party. Then what you did, the product is not for you, it is for your friend. So you are going to give a delivery address of the Rakesh. So Rakesh becomes here is a ship to party SH. The product will be delivered to the Rakesh address. Then you are not using your credit. Rakesh uses his brother's credit card. Okay, so he is the actual payer. So he is in a bill to party case. So who is paying this invoice? The Rakesh brother is the payer. That's why we call the bill to party. The partner is in a bill to party. This is the real business. Okay, sometimes I can be a sold to party. I will be my address. I will be in a ship to party, and also I am going to use my credit card. And one customer can be in a total sold to party, ship to party, and bill to party payer, everything. So this scenarios are possible ways. So that's what the business behind the partner function. And time. So it's not a print. So it's not required, guys. These things are not required. Okay. And mail. These are not required. Okay. Then I go to the after you this save transport. It's a customizing history and ALE IDOC transport. Okay. I did a configuration. Then you must go to the processing routines. Go to the processing routines. In the processing routines, we maintain the program guys. And so here define output type to the access sequence and transport to medium. Transport medium means what type of output you need, whether it's in a smart form 1, whether it is in a EDI 6, whether it's in a workflow 9. So what type of output you want, that's the transport medium. Then we go to the processing routines and assign the standard program for ALE EDI processing. The program is RS nested. This is the program which we are going to use and assign subroutine. Form means it's in a subroutine which is an EDI process. Okay, that's it. So go to the processing routine, not this. Go to our where is our custom? Yeah. So click on new entries and select transport medium. Transport medium is 6. And what is the program? The program is RS NAST, RS nested. And the form routine is not the form. Form is smart form. Form routine means it's in a subroutine. EDI process. This is the subroutine. So save. So I maintain the program. This program will trigger the IDOC case. This program works. This program is going to trigger the IDOC. Then also you need to provide a partner function. Who is the partner for this? Okay. So here my partner is. I need to create a partner. A new entries and partner is an EDI and partner function is VP. Build to partner. Is my build to partner. So guys, we need to build the suppose I need to send an invoice to the partner system. My bill to partner is, let's take an example of, so I need to send this invoice to the my bill to party. So let's take an example. I'm working for a bench company and I'm going to generate an IDOC for the bench and my bill to party is MRF types. I'm going to buy an MRF types. Bench is going to buy reverse. So I'm working in a MRF company and I'm going to send an invoice to the bench, right? So because bench will buy the MRF types from the MRF company. So I take this BP as in a bench. Okay, I created an invoice. I will send that invoice to the bench. Okay, the partner, the customer number we are going to configure in the so partner profile. We have two different kind of partner profiles. We have logical system to system, and also we have in a customer system. So you can create in a BP. You can assign that BP to the bill to party base, or else I can maybe I can do this. Later we'll see how exactly it will work. I have created an BP as a partner type. So BP and come back, save, come back and save, come back. And now you can see G export invoice, okay, which is created. And so come back, and after you maintain the output types, and you need to assign this output type to the okay, you need to assign this output type to the I think procedures, and go to the procedures. I forgot the step. See, so the billing output. Double click on, select this, go to the control, correct this. So you have to assign this to the procedure space. Assign this output type to the procedures. Then assign output type to procedures. You have to assign the output type to the procedures and select the B3 billing. Go to the procedures and click on the billing output. So this is my billing output. See, this is my billing output control, and here you can assign your own output type. So these are the different kind of output types we have. I'm going to assign new entry. Sequence I maintain 244, and the counter step is 244. Condition type I can maintain as a GEXP. That's it, and save. So this is my conditional record, the GEXP. This is my GEXP, and save. So assign this to the procedures. Then maintain the condition record space. So on which condition your output type should be triggered. So select the next step is, so maintain the condition record for the output type. Maintain condition records for the output type. So select this, go to the condition records, and you have your condition record. So GEXP. So here you can see there is an export invoice output, and double click on this. See billing type. I'm going to maintain the billing type. F2 is my billing type. My invoice type is an F2, and execute and maintain the billing type is the F2, and function, partner function you need to maintain. Who is the partner? My partner is BP. So go to the BP. We maintain only for the BP guys. Where is the BP? Bill to party. And you need to maintain partner members guys. Now, so I need to see the who is the customer for this. Maybe I go to the invoice, I can see the who is the customer for this invoice. See, so who is the customer for this? So you will be having in a customer field, right? So my customer is you will find in a customer for the invoice, huh? Payer and sold to party. I think I need to maintain the bill to part. Okay, so you can get the bill partner space. Take this and go to the table SE16N. What is the partners table? VBPA. Perfect. So take the VBPA and enter the document number and execute. See, there is a BP. So here the same customer guys. So sold to party, bill to party, payer, but everything is this customer. To maintain this customer. So this is the maintenance stage. So this is a functional maintenance. See, so I am going to do a functional activity. So this is the configuration. Suppose if we have 100 customers, we are going to do 100 customers. So save here. I have maintained the partner function. And also one more thing I missed out. Sorry. See the medium, which is the medium. 6 is an EDI, and also next one is send immediately. Whenever you create an invoice, immediately you need to trigger this output type. That's a send immediately option. So save this, and I maintain a condition record. So now I must maintain a partner profile, this outbound partner profile. So go to the WE20, and here you can see guys. So perfect, here you can see. So we have a logical partner type as an LS logical system, and also we have a partner type as a BP guys. So here the BP is a partner type which I need to select. Since my invoice, the BP is my partner, I need to select a BP as a partner type and create the partner type. Now my partner number is Who is the partner? So who is the partner now? So this is my partner. Where is that? He is my partner. So take this and create this BP, create this partner profile. This is my partner, and partner type is a BP. And any error, it goes to the this user, and SAP user is responsible for practicing this. I'm going to save this enter permissible partner number. After a BP, save. I think I must maintain somewhere the partner information. Company 0, partner number is company 0, benefits BP. Where this guy is maintained? Logical system is different. BD 54. C is gone. Company is not there. Partner company 01. Direct debit. There being some benefits provider. Where can I maintain this? Partner type BP. Okay. Do the F1. What is this? Maintenance. WE20. I will debug guys. So select the BP and create the BP, and why it's not accepted. So I see guys F4. It's okay. BP benefits provider. Huh? Where it is? I need to select KU guys, not BP. Customer. This is the thing, and maybe I am going to do a US and SAP user. This is my customer. Yes, it is allowing now. See, this is my customer. My customer is this. This is my customer, and save this and add the port is. My port is this is my port. My connection is for the 810. So my 810 is my partner now. I put this my partner and transfer IDOC immediately. And what is the basic IDOC type? So the basic type is the export invoice. Okay, what is the export invoice? IN V OIC 02, and it is my message type is IN VOI. This is my invoice, and this is my invoice message type. And guys, so whenever you do in a partner role, you should maintain here the partner role guys. Whenever it is in a partner role, so in the logical system, don't maintain this. Who is your partner? So customer, in the customer, the roles are different. Two parties, role two parties. The partner role is here BP. So I need to put in a BP and go to the message control and go to the message control now. So here additional step. So the message control will be available in the outbound partner profile. That's what I told. So go to the message control and add the message control. Here you need to guide what kind of application it is. It's a B3. And what is the message type? GEXP. The output type which we have created, GEXP. And processing code. What is the processing code? FT01. This is my invoicing processing code. See, export invoice, foreign trade, export declarations. This is my invoice. Okay, or else actually in the real time there is a configurations, foreign trade, GTS configurations. we will not be having. Just think, see exp inv guys, this is a different invoice actually. Okay, instead of this, maybe my process code differs, outbound process code differs for only the plain invoice. So the what is my process code? I go to the plain invoice WE41, and what is this outbound process code? Invoice. Go to the INV guys. Do you see any invoice? See, so the invoice is SD09 guys. I take an SD09, but who knows guys? Just you need to tell. So my export invoice is EXP FT01 is my process code. That's it. No one will validate. So you must remember export invoice FT01 and the IDOC type is EXP message type. That kind of things. But invoice I am going to take only the invoice. Okay. And also guys, and it's only here you can see. So suppose when I create the invoice, it should send the IDOC. Even when I change it also, it should do the it should create an IDOC base. So that kind of times I will do like this. So G3 and again GEX and SD09. But here I need to enable a checkbox change. That means for the create it will trigger, for the change also it will be triggered. That's the thing. So that two things we should maintain. This is a transactional data. So here the transactional data, there is no change pointers concept. So only for the master data there is a change pointers, but transactional data, this is the option. So you must enable a create and change. Both are records. We should trigger this, save it, and data was saved. Okay, data was saved. So I did a partner profile and outbound partner profile. I maintained this, and maybe distribution model is required. Maybe we'll go to the inbound side then. I'm going to the inbound side. We'll maintain the partner profile from the inbound side. Eight hundred. Go to the 810. ID admin. Again. WG20. Partner type customer and create. And I think this customer is there or no, I don't know. And partner type is type is KU, and US ID admin, enter, and enter a permissible partner number. See, the partner number is not available, the customer is not available. So before doing this, what I need to do, tell me. So the customer is not available, what I have to do? Perfect. Even you need to send the customer master data to this system. So that's the requirement. So there is no customer master. See, so customer master you have to send to this system. Then you create the thing. That's a requirement. Now I'm going to build an IDOC for the customer master. So go to the outbound partner profile, WE20 and LS. Master details always use logical systems, and EDZ this, and add is this no, we are using Irfan. So Krimas Matmas, I'm going to add the debmasters, deb and AS. So see guys, the complication comes. Transfer IDOC debmask 0I or 06. This one is the new. debmask 07. So this is the new one. and transfer IDOC immediately and enter. Okay. Okay, that's it. So I maintain the customer master here, and also what I need to do next step. What is the next step? Maintain the outbound partner profile, and maybe inbound also I will maintain it. So Y01800 LS, and inbound partner profile is ZIF, and maintain the inbound partner profile. And I am going to maintain the inbound partner profile. Debmas, right? Debmas, and also I am going to maintain process code D E B. I think F. Yeah, that master customer master. DEBM is the inbound process code base. It trigger immediately. I'm going to select and save. Select and save. Then next step is I need to maintain a distribution model BD64. This little big concept is business control. So see, if you do this, you are going to get a lot of functional and business details, right? So here we are going to do change. This one, yeah. So I'm going to add message type. So sender is 800, receiver is 810, and message type is INVOIC. Okay, and add message type 810, 800, INVOIC, and save and edit model view. Model view has been generated. Okay, now, okay, then so to send a customer, what is the program? To send the customer, what is the program we need to do? BD14 for the vendor, BD10, 11, 12, BD12 to send the IDOCs for the customer. See customers. So I will use that customer now. What is the customer here? We have used 300 WE20. This is the customer. The customer, and output type is message type dep mass, and partner is Ilfan 810. So execute this customer. See, one master IDOC, one communication IDOC is generated, and W is 02, and execute, and 03, and see the details please. So data records KNA1. So this is posted to the target application. Now I go to the inbound and see the how many errors we get. I don't know. So I definitely there should be a 51 error. So W is 02, and go to here, and only one error record 65. And see, please 0060 and 65 cross company code 1000 does not exist. 1000 is there. The problem is with the different error base. So maybe this I will reprocess with the WE19, then you will get in a different error. See, I take this IDOC and go to the WE19, and press this IDOC and explore, and standard inbound. See, guys, the dev mass IDOC underscore input underscore debitor. This is the inbound function model, and okay, and come back. It creates a new ID, but when I go back and explore, oh, it gives me same error. So what is the error? So where you can see the status, double click, and logging. So maybe I can do an SLG1 inbound side, SLG1, and put star guys. So this is also one more application logs guys. If you want to see the application log, the transaction for this SLG1. This is also very important transaction and export. So no log found. Log is not at all there guys. So today is 5/9/2018. Maybe April 4/9/2018. All material master it is logging. Huh? And no logs. How can I get them? Okay, one more way is after this SE16L EDIDS. This is also one more thing. And I can take the IDOC number, and put the IDOC number and execute. And cross company code does not exist. FC327. The 1000 is there, guys. Company code 1000 is not there. I think company code is not there. Go to here. SE16N, and what is the company code? Table T00. Yesterday we have seen, guys, the company code is not there. So it's good. So 1000 is there. 810 side 1000 is there, guys. So we are seeing some error for this. Some error. Company code related error. 65. Come back. Edit. Segment with error. No segment. IDOC added. IDOC error in ALE service. Say problem is company code does not exist. How can you reprocess it? Some way I found this customer master. Proper error message not being. The only one option is debugging. Do not see any other options. EDADS is not there. SLG1 it's not logging. The only one option is I need to debug that IDOC underscore input underscore debitor guys. So that's the only one option. Take this. Go to WE19 and put the IDOC execute and go to the inbound function model. What is the inbound function model? IDOC underscore input underscore. You will get that function model here guys, standard input underscore debitor and call in debugging mode. If you select background also does not exist. See it comes to the IDOC underscore input underscore debitor. So F5 I need to debug total. So read it is someone did a custom class they have inserted here. Okay, and F6 IDOC status. See the IDOC status. So MDZ cust status 53. They are doing something guys. So maybe what I will do is, so this code is maybe sometimes it gives the problems. So I'm going to remove the record from here guys. How can you remove the record? How can you clear the record? It's only structure. So change mode. Change. 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 So do you see anything? No. I make it is in a blank. Okay. Control record. So document number, and it goes to the document number. And the status, I'm not doing any status. And come back. Size of RC. This is a standard code debugging, guys. Parameters check. It is going to check the parameters. Test ALE, and it is testing document logs. Do you have any document logs? Okay, and exclusive log. It is putting in a log, guys. On this document number, it is going to create in a log. And after the log, okay, document in it, if they are doing some document in it. So where it's all ALE settings, it is checking. That's not a problem. The functional checking, where it is checking, I need to see. And parameter check document number. It takes some time. Okay, you should be patient. It is checking all ALE services. PDI status value space is invalid. IDOC process inbound. IDOC read global. Build and store. IDOC build. Write to DB. See, they are setting the parameter ID, not IDOC number parameter ID. Globally, they are setting this. So whenever you go to the IDOC transactions, automatically the IDOC number is appearing because it is getting the parameter ID. That's the concept. Standard code. Status record, right? So it is going to write in a status record. So IDOC number. What is the status? 62. It is giving the 62 status. Process. What is doing is this is the creating some problem. We did some logic. This is creating problem. SC 24. No. Go F1 LT data. Why is doing this? This is the data which is sent. Data records. We have all the data records. Fine. Okay. After you get fill application tables and structures. Is filling very clear. I think here in this subroutine, mm, Kumar. So we'll see everything. Excellent. Mm. Maybe if it's talking about company code, maybe I may get some error here. Is right. So here it is filling the segment database. So fill the data. We fill segment. Mm, Here all it's doing in a data appends. KNA1 equals T0. GAZ1. Uh, See error if account group is being changed. So here the account group is GAZ1, but KNA1 category is different ways. Yes. This is XT0. Some error is giving is F5, not KNA1. F6. Size Habarsi, component type. Check if all is Definitely it is a data error. I need to find out this. I don't have any other option. I need to debug only.
This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, IDF7. The account group GSG1 and select single star. Size of RC for account group is does not exist. I hope this is the problem. The account group should be maintained. Why? Because size of RC is 0. So maybe it may give the problem, it seems. So go inside. So they are putting workflow result. So maybe where is the loop? This loop and see they are calling here ED right now. Left here. It's vendor, right? Customer, right? Why is that? Left here. Left K and L. Where is the end loop here? F6. We are in second record, but we have 27 records. So where is the loop? Check the end loop. Please do the consultation. Yes, I need to see the end loop. This end loop is for this end loop. And this end. I think this. This is the end loop phase. Executed, it comes over here, and I see that's why STP there an error. B1. Let's see 91. B1. This is number. ISO code 1. There is no unique SAP code for USD. See guys, they are setting error. IDOC inbound 9999 means they are setting an error base. And after the lines of IDOC status 51 they are setting it. See, the error is B1 is the error. So B1 triplet is the error base. Execute. So 4 is created. Come back and go to the 4. Now you will get away. So not 8, and where 8, 10. W is execute. So now it comes to the 51 base. It comes to the 51. So here it is giving the status. See, for the ISO code USD, there is no unique SAP currency. So global. We need to maintain the currency code, ISO code. I think we maintained this long back. Yeah. So for the ISO code, so let me set. So go to here. We did in the SPRO somewhere we have maintained. Go to the SAP reference image, general settings. Where do we see a general settings? Already we went to the general settings some days back. Right then only we need to make. Hmm? I think it's general settings in the NetWeaver. Set countries. Do you see any units of measurement? Currencies. Check currency codes. USD. What they are saying? This is the error we are getting. For the highest code USD, there is no unique SAP currency. For the okay. So what is the error here? So there is no unique SAP currency code for AMU. Okay. Again, I reprocess this. So take this right up and reprocess this now. New E19 reprocess M1 function debugging mode not 0.5. Go to the 0 seat. It's coming automatically. It is ISO code CN is not assigned to a country key. Pro CPI reference is CPI network. What is that? ISO code CN is not assigned to country. Currencies. CN ISO codes. See, China. We are not using any China. CN. Okay, do you have any ISO code here? Where? Sure. DevMask is creating one of problems. WA90. That's good. Different message we got now. Let it. You have to reprocess this, right? So, we maintained ISO code. Eight. This one, not country. Assign country. SPRO. Reference image. And the discipline appear. Set country keys. Country keys is there. We'll take another example. We'll copy. Okay, Canada, right? Copy. Okay. See? Already exists the same name. CN is there. It is there. Maintain. Go by 0. Okay. And we assign, right? This. Okay. Before we entered, what happened? Saved the data. Assume. Special character for empty field is slash. See, account group is now we are coming into the uh, yeah. So account group. Then it is trying to create an account group. Customer, it is checking for the account group GAZ1. So you need to maintain an account group, guys. Customer account group you need to create. It's an error. So if you want to create in a customer, you should be having an account group, guys. See? So status account. So now these are all functional errors. See, let's take an example of XT01. You would like to create a customer, so you need to give an account group. So see, this is the account group. So 810 GAZ1. So GAZ, which is there now. Maintain account groups. So customer master data, where we can maintain this? SAP reference image. SAP network. Do you see any master data? No? Go to the logistics and general. You can see the master data. Material master. You see the customer master. Material master. Ah, how to maintain this? account receivables and account pay, financial accounting. Okay. So financial accounting. Then accounts receivables and account payables. Account receivables and account payables. Customer account, master data. Mm. Preparation case for customer. Define a account groups with screen name. Okay. CAG1 is there, so it's not there. So maybe I create a say bill to party, copy this, copy as GAZ. Okay. Well, save bill to party. Assign number ranges to customer account group. One more thing. I need to do this as well. Bill to party. GAZ. Okay, we try to reprocess again. What is the latest data? WE02 enter 9 controls. We maintain that account group. We see WE19. This background, I don't go in debugging mode, but it's doing because we have a breakpoint. Some error is coming here. See, 53, and again it comes to the 51 list. Application document posted, and then it comes sales area 3000 not defined. So can we look it out the data first? If the customer is posted, because 50 it comes to the 50 again, it is going SE16 and KN A1 customer is this. It's good. So how to sales area that 1030 is not defined. How to maintain the sales area? So maintain. Do you see any configuration? Pro safety reference image. Do you see any enterprise structure? Yeah, this enterprise structure. Definition. Sales and distribution. Define sales organization. So what is our sales organization, guys? 1000, right? events. Okay, we'll do one thing. Huh? Sorry. Okay, we'll see this tomorrow. But we should be doing this, otherwise it will be the problem. Hello? ఇప్పుడే